Nozo and Chika Okeke Agulu, Nigerian legends. They wrote a book called Contemporary African Art since 1980. This has been one of the most wonderful books about contemporary art. I would say contemporary African art is flourishing and is doing very well globally. I'm happy, also privileged to be among some of the artists who are doing very well in the international arena. And we are happy to also take that back home in the African soil, that we reflect and we show what we are doing internationally. We help our communities have access to the art products and cultural products. And we also build art infrastructures on the African continent. So at Mbare Arts Space, we are happy to be in this community and in the center of Mbare, which builds a lot of access to this community. And we hope to reimagine this communal beer hall and use artistic input to build it for artists and for artists to use this space for art creation and to work as an incubation space for art.
When we first proposed this idea to Culture Fund to create a digital art studio here in Mbare, we didn't think they would actually go for it. It's a very ambitious and a little bit crazy idea, but it's something that's also very forward-leaning and very, very much necessary for artists in Zimbabwe in this very interconnected world. So the idea behind the project is to provide both a digital space for artists in Zimbabwe through a website, and to provide a physical space through this art lab right here, where artists will have access to digital tools, cameras, Wi-Fi, computers, to be able to showcase their works and to have additional support for any type of digital activity. Our friends from Centrogrid Solar helped us to double the impact of the solar installation here on site. Our friends from Liquid Intelligent Technologies, who have made a 2-year commitment to the space with Wi-Fi, and they also connected us to their infrastructure, providing a permanent Wi-Fi connection to their network, and that is something that we never could have dreamed that they would do. The Glass Gecko, who did the recycled glass window installation. Our friends from the coding group of Uncommon, who did all the work on the website. We have a large team who did the photography and the videography from Baobab Media and from David Brazier Photography. We have Tatenda Kanangoni, who did the writing, the interviewing, the storyboards for the videos, and so much more. Our friends from the Culture Fund, who believed in us, and the delegation from the European Union, who have long-standing support of the arts around the world and in Zimbabwe in particular. And so the seed money that they've provided to launch this project is something that is absolutely invaluable. And I thank you very much.
To build ecosystems of functional spaces in time and meaning, you need the connections of all these various facets of society. I also understand, Mayor, that perhaps there's going to be a shared space here, that part of this space will be for eating, for drinking, for music, and then connecting to the side of the arts and the creative side of things, right? And these are things that Moffat and your friends have been passionate about building. So I'd like to acknowledge also my colleagues at the Culture Fund who worked directly, sometimes with frustration, donors and people who are managing grants. The relationship can be constructive but can be taxing. But our interest in the European Union, I suppose for us is where we go through the same, is that we have to be accountable to the resources and those who have been generous enough to support us with funding to carry out these things that are happening here. So I think with those words, I'd like once again to deeply, deeply acknowledge the efforts here by confessing that I myself was born in Mbare in the 60s, and therefore, like I said, I have a special interest in seeing how people are reimagining spaces that we grew up with, and some of the spaces that have been, left derelict, and reimagining how you can regenerate them and how you can invite new ideas and create spaces where we can imagine the future of Zimbabwe collectively into something that is more enjoyable, prosperous, and as you can see, and I said this is for the fourth time, I probably can come on a Sunday afternoon with my wife and kids and other people who may want and enjoy a beer or something to incentivize my frustrations from administering the arts.
As you may know, the European Union has been committed to culture, and that's what Farah just said, in this country for a long time, with ups and downs, and we have had a good relationship with both the Culture Fund and its partners. We see our support to the diverse and rich arts and culture sector in this country not only as a way to preserve the arts and cultural tradition, but also as a tool for the development of this country and its people. Mbare Arts Space is a remarkable place, and we'll see it later on. A vibrant non-profit visual arts community that has emerged out of what once was a popular beer hall. Creative Actions partners Culture Fund in Zimbabwe and the European Union delegation in Zimbabwe to boost the momentum of creative movements, to strengthen capacity for more sustainable creative ecosystems that can ultimately contribute to reaching Zimbabwe's sustainable development goals and targets. It extends support to 22 innovative projects, including those initiated and led by women from all over Zimbabwe over the last 2 years, transformative creative practices and livelihoods. And Ushi submitted a proposal for assistance, and that has been mentioned already, to Creative Action after a public call we did from the EU side, and we selected 22 projects, and one of the project is this one, for a grant of more than $44,000 US. The aim was to upskill digital tools in ecosystem of urban creative in Mbare through the project that brings us all here today, entitled Art Lab, Fusing Arts and Technology to Benefit Artists.
Jerry said, liquid intelligent technology. I thought they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't give us connectivity. Yes, you are right, because that is the perception within the market, to think that liquid intelligent technology, or people know us as ZO, which is now Liquid Home. We are known as a connectivity provider, where we actually remove boundaries. And we said people shouldn't view us as people who are in business, who make things happen. We also want to go back to the community and say, in Zimbabwe, where is the community? As liquid technology, let's invest for 2 years and let's see the progress. And I am aspiring that this will be not limited to men and women. I also want to see young people. Young people maybe have an age range so that we capture them young. And also it's an investment of this community. People are going to be respecting this community because now there's Wi-Fi, and it's going to attract good quality people to come here and actually see this lab, and so that everyone has put their hands together to invest, so that we have this consolidated relationship, and we really want to see it grow.
My name is Leroy Tanyarazwa Paulos. I'm doing art. I'm still studying art, but I'm working on this works. This is an oil. I broke something like this is an eye, and this is supposed to be an eye, but I break the rules of an oil. The oil, they have big eyes, but I broke. I used to do collage, but it's still going. It's more like a process. It started from collage, now it's sculpture, soft sculpture. We are in Mbare, yeah, Mbare Art Space. Different styles, different people. Others do painting, sculpture, and EDC. So we are different. We just want to thank the Liquid, because as an artist we need to read, to research. So without Wi-Fi, it's a challenge, or without bundles, the challenge. So thanks to them.